replacing 4-foot fluorescents with an LED retrofit kit from Hyperikon. First, let's make sure that we've got the power turned off. We go to the breaker box, look for the appropriate breaker by the label, and flip the power off. Make sure that we have our kit ready. This is what's inside the kit. We have two LED strips. We have some tape, magnetic tape for holding the ballast on the new power supply. The tools we're going to need: a screwdriver, wire cutters, tester, and a driver. Next, we use the little spring-loaded clips to open the diffuser so that we can get to the bulbs. Next, we just remove all of the bulbs. There's usually 4 bulbs in these panels. Just work them out gently so that you don't break them. And then in the middle, there's a spring-loaded metal cover that protects the ballast and all of the wiring and everything. So after you get the bulbs removed, you gently squeeze the sides of that little white panel, and that'll allow you to remove it. After that, we use our tester to verify that there is no power to the incoming line. If we're all green, we're good. Then we move to removing the wire nuts holding the cables in. Go ahead and use your wire cutters just to cut out all of the cables that are on the inside. You're not going to reuse any of the ballasts or the ends for the bulbs. Use a wire nut here, a nut driver here to remove the ballast if necessary. I'm speeding this up just a little bit to get through some of the slower tasks. Put your new power supply in. It's got magnetic strips holding it on. The LED strips themselves are magnetic, so you can snap those into place and they'll stay there for you, which is very helpful. On this unit, this kit that I have here, the power wires, the black and white wires, are a little short. On other kits that I've used, the black and white wires are longer, that allow you to connect it to the power supply. So this one you plug together and you can tell the connection's correct if the black striped red wire and the red wire are mated up through that connection. Next, you just put your white wire to white on your incoming for your neutral, and your black hot wire to the black wire that's coming in for the power from the house, and get those wire nuts tightened up good. As you can see, a few times this thing fell down on me from the magnetic strips turning loose, but that's okay. It's very helpful to have the magnetic strips on there just to hold it up out of your way while you're working. Get everything nice and tight. I had to trim one of the power cables coming in so that I could get the wire nut on securely. After you get it on securely and everything looks good, then you'll need to route the cables properly so that you can get the cover back over top of the cables in the inside, because you don't want to see any of that hardware through the diffuser, which is why you put that cover back in over top. So that is the one piece that we do keep after removing all of the hardware inside of the panel, the ballast, the ends, all of the wiring. After all of that's removed, we do reuse this piece just to cover up everything and make it nice and neat so that you can't see that object sitting inside the light. This takes a little bit of effort to make sure you're not pinching any of the cables, also that you're getting the little spring-loaded cover inside of the slots that it belongs in so that it's up there properly. There's probably, in this one, there's 8 little catches that this goes into. Then you can close up your job, put your spring-loaded clips back up, re-engage the power, and you should have lights. Thanks a lot.